Welcome to Texas State University's commencement ceremony at Strahan Arena. In order to ensure your enjoyment and safety while visiting with us, please pay attention to the following message. Commencement programs are available for each guest. Take time to review the information included in the program. You will find the map of the arena in the back of your program with a legend showing locations of exits, restrooms, vending, and accessible seating. Please take time to notice where the arena exits are and which exit is closest to you. In the event of an emergency, please remain calm and look for the nearest usher or police officer for exit instructions. Ushers and police personnel will be stationed at each exit inside the arena to direct you. Once you are outside of the arena, stand well away from the building to wait for further instructions from police personnel. As a courtesy to other guests, we ask that you reserve only one seat per person present. At the end of the ceremony, all graduates will recess to Sewell Park. You are welcome to meet them by the exit through entrances 2 and 3. For your convenience, recycling bins are available in the concourse for disposal of unwanted programs and other recyclables. Please silence all mobile devices at this time. Also, please refrain from using air horns and other noisemakers during the calling of student names. At any time while you're here, if you need assistance, please contact your nearest usher or police officer. We will make every effort to assist you. Again, welcome to Strahan Arena. Enjoy your visit and congratulations to our graduates.
May I have your attention, please? The ceremony is about to begin. Graduates, please take your seats at this time. Faculty, please proceed to the back of the arena floor near the staircase to prepare for the processional. Thank you for your attendance.
Please be seated. It's so quiet in here. Wow. It's kind of shockingly quiet, actually. I mean, you all are health professions and fine arts and communication graduates. Usually, the 6 p.m. ceremony on Friday evening is the loudest. Yeah. We've promised Regent Harl that this is the loudest, most rambunctious ceremony that we do out of the 6 this fall. Am I right? Good evening, everybody. Welcome to those of you here in Strand Arena and to those joining us from around the world via live video stream. We are very pleased to have all of you with us here tonight. I'm Dr. Jean Bourgeois, the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Texas State University. To our degree candidates, families, and friends, it is my pleasure to offer you this special tribute to our culture, our traditions, and our spirit of place. The noblest search is the search for excellence. These are the words of the 36th President of the United States, Lyndon Baines Johnson, class of 1930. Candidates, you have been engaged in that noblest search during your time here at Texas State, and today marks another milestone in your continuing pursuit of that excellence. I ask that you reflect on our university's shared values and allow your life to continue to be guided by them. In particular, that you allow your life to be guided by valuing the cultivation of character and the modeling of honesty, integrity, compassion, fairness, respect, and ethical behavior. That you allow your life to be guided by valuing the free exchange of ideas. That you allow your life to be guided by valuing a commitment to public service. And lastly, that you allow your life to be guided by valuing a diversity of people and ideas, a spirit of inclusiveness, a global perspective, and a sense of community that may serve as essential conditions for our world. At this time, I would like to recognize a special group of people joining us today. If able, would all United States active military personnel, veterans, and ROTC students who are graduating, please stand so that we may show our appreciation to you for your service. Now, will you all please rise for the singing of the national anthem led by Miss Alexis Alvarado. Gentlemen are asked to remove their caps and hats.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right clear, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. This is a very happy and an important occasion for us at Texas State, for our degree candidates, and for their families and friends. Let me first introduce a distinguished guest joining us this evening representing the Texas State University system. Please welcome Regent Veronica R. Nikki Harrell, who is here to deliver the keynote address. Joining us in guest seating is Dr. John Huffman, husband of President Trouth, Professor Emeritus of Bowling Green State University and University of North Carolina at Charlotte. Dr. Huffman. Let me now introduce administrators seated on the platform. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Mr. Eric Algo, Vice President for Finance and Support Services. Dr. Barbara Breyer, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. Tahir Ekin, Presidential Fellow. Dr. Cynthia Hernandez, Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Lisa Lloyd, Vice President for University Administration. Mr. Kenneth Pierce, Vice President for Information Technology. Dr. Stella Silva, Interim Chief Diversity Officer. Dr. John Fleming, Dean of the College of Fine Arts and Communication. Dr. Heather Galloway, Dean of the Honors College. Dr. Andrea Galato, Dean of the Graduate College. and Dr. Ruth Welburn, Dean of the College of Health Professions. Please welcome them all. And joining us tonight in special guest seating is Mrs. Debbie McCullough, President of the Texas State Alumni Association. And Mr. Andrew Grice, Student Government President. And at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the President of Texas State University, Dr. Denise M. Trouth. President Trouth.
Thank you, Dr. Bourgeois. Graduates, it's an honor to stand before you tonight in the presence of your families and friends and congratulate you for your achievement. But before I proceed, I'd like to recognize a special guest on the arena floor. Dr. Rodney Rohde, professor in and chair of the Clinical Laboratory Science Program, received the Regents Professor Award from the Texas State University System Board of Regents last month. The Regents Professor designation honors outstanding educators who have achieved excellence in teaching, research, publication, and community service. Dr. Rohde is a specialist in virology, microbiology, and molecular biology who has integrated his research and teaching to provide a rich learning experience for our students. He has received numerous national and state awards for his teaching, mentoring, and expertise. Dr. Rohde, may I ask you please to stand and be recognized. Graduates, you worked hard, made sacrifices, and earned a college degree, which is an incredible milestone. Today, we commemorate your closing one chapter of your life and opening another. I have served as president of Texas State University for nearly 2 decades. In that time, more than 127,000 students have graduated, and I'm overwhelmed with pride at the thought of all they have achieved in the years since they sat where you are sitting today. No matter your field of study or career path, there are some timeless guiding principles that I have found to ring true. So allow me to share some insights based on the experiences and success of the thousands of alumni who came before you. Strive to live in balance as you experience life's challenges and triumphs. Be proud of your achievement today because you deserve it after years of hard work that you've invested to reach this point. But also stay humble because you're not finished learning life's lessons. No one is. Work hard to put your degree to use and stay focused on your goals. But in all your striving, remember to take care of yourself, body, mind, and spirit, so you're equipped to do your best. Treat people with dignity and respect, especially when you disagree. But don't hesitate to call out injustice and wrongdoing when you see it. Be prepared to adapt to the tides of change that are sure to come. Through it all, hold true to the values and principles that make you who you are. Achieving that delicate balance is a lifelong journey, but you are more than ready for that journey because you are leaving Texas State with more than a degree. You'll bring your experiences, memories, friendships, and mentors with you. For this graduating class, the world put historic obstacles in your path, yet nothing could stop you. So commit to memory each of the moments these past few years when you triumphed over adversity. That same tenacity that made you a college graduate will fuel you to reach for higher and higher levels of excellence in all that you do. Some of you may have worked part-time or full-time while earning your degree. Others among you led community service projects or student organizations. You may be the first in your family to receive a degree, which is a tremendous accomplishment. You should all feel very proud of your achievements. And now I want to share my sincerest thanks with two groups of people celebrating with us this evening. Our graduates' parents, family, and friends who helped make this day possible, and our outstanding faculty members who are a constant source of support and inspiration for our students. And now, I would like to turn your attention to our special guest tonight, Veronica, or Nikki Harrell, a member of the Texas State University System Board of Regents. She earned her Bachelor of Arts degree in speech with a minor in journalism in 1971 at Texas State University. During her time as a student, she served as president of Associated Students, which is now known as student government. Following graduation, she was named Director of Alumni Affairs at Texas State. After she left that position, she maintained ties to her alma mater as a past president and lifetime member of the Alumni Association and as a former member of the Advisory Council for the College of Fine Arts and Communication. She received the Alumni Achievement Award in 2008 in recognition of personal and professional achievements. Regent Harrell is co-founder of the Texas Midwest Community Network, for which she served 20 years as executive director. Texas Midwest Community Network is the premier regional organization in Texas, providing resources, training, and networking opportunities related to community and economic development for local leaders in more than 50 small cities in West Texas. For her work in the region, she was awarded the Regional Service Award by the West Central Texas Council of Governments. Prior to launching Texas Midwest Community Network, Regent Harrell helped establish the first veterinary clinic in Callahan County with her husband, Dr. Robert P. Harrell. She then pursued her own business, training young students in the art of dance and performance. This led to a teaching position at Cisco College, followed by a position as host and producer for a local affairs talk show in Abilene. Along the way, she published the West Texas Travel Guide to promote amenities in rural communities. Her commitment and passion to help rural communities continued after retiring from Texas Midwest Community Network, when she started a consulting service to provide leadership programs in rural counties. She also runs the family's small ranch operation in Callahan County and holds a leadership role in the Callahan-Shackleford County Farm Bureau. Please welcome Regent Nikki Harrell.
Dr. Trouth, thank you for your invitation to speak at commencement. Not having a list of academic credentials following my name, I am deeply honored by this opportunity. There are a couple of things I'd like to share with you right up front. First, about Dr. Trouth's invitation. She indicated that my topic could be my choice. And then she suggested sharing with you some pearls of wisdom and words of inspiration. She also gave me a choice of at which commencement ceremony I would like to speak. Having a Bachelor of Arts degree in speech with a minor in journalism, I thought, well, of course, I'd like to come and speak for the College of Fine Arts and Communication. Decision made, invitation accepted. And then the afterthoughts started pouring over me. What was I thinking? Of all the graduates in all the ceremonies, today and tomorrow, those of you in communication would have probably the most critique of my message and my delivery. So I beg of you to please be kind in your thoughts. The second thing I want to share with you up front is that I have no expectations that anything I say in the next few minutes is going to be remembered next week, next year, or even tomorrow. But what I do expect and hope is that today is very significant for you. Today is your day. It's an important milestone in your life. And I hope what you do remember about tonight is the joy you feel, the satisfaction of accomplishment, the anticipation of what's next, and the pride you know you've given your family and friends. Today is your day. It's a tribute to you. Congratulations. Putting things into perspective, I'm a 1971 graduate of this fine university, but when you do the math, that's 50 years ago. So when I began thinking about what to share with you tonight, I thought, what in the world do I have in common with you? For example, have any of you resided in a dorm as a student? And if you have, did you have a curfew? And if you did, was it 9 o'clock on weekdays, 10 o'clock on Friday night, 11 o'clock on Saturday night? Or you find the front door locked, you have to ring the bell, and the dorm mother comes to open the door and reprimand you for being late. That was my freshman experience. And here's another one. Since cell phones had not yet been invented, our only telephone use was by way of a bank of 6 telephones in the hall on each floor. If you got a call from your parents, from a boyfriend, from a classmate, whoever, it would go through the dorm switchboard operator, who would alert you through an intercom in your room, which you would then have to go in the hall to answer the phone. So that was also my freshman year. But by my sophomore year, there had been phones installed in every dorm room. We thought we were in hog heaven. For those who managed to have a car on campus, the cars were always parked at the dorm. The campus was maybe a third or less than it is today. We walked everywhere. Parking was not a problem. Social media, no such thing. The two most popular places on campus to socialize were Commons Cafeteria, which was the only cafeteria on campus, and the library. Yes, we had to be quiet, but we got a lot of socializing done by whispering. The only thing that I think might still be relatable to you is the Mansky roll at Gill's Broiler. When I came, it was very popular, and I think it's still popular today. All this to say that my experience at Southwest Texas State was extremely different from yours. Of course, I used some of my freshman year example to show you the extreme. During the 4 years as a student, there were changes. Like the curfews became more lenient, living off campus in an apartment away from dorm mother scrutiny when you became an upperclassman was a privilege, and it was exciting. And the name change from college to university. I hope we do have one significant thing in common. My 4 years as a student here changed my life for the better. Perhaps you can say the same. When I came as a freshman, my ambition was to finish 1 year and then go find a job. Never in my wildest dreams did I expect to be swept up into the college experience that gave me the life skills and confidence to do things I never imagined. At times it was a struggle. I hope you've had a few challenges and struggles along the way. Algebra nearly did me in. I was an average student academically, but oh, how I thrived on the extracurricular. Campus events, committees, meetings, organizations, just give me an assignment there. With your indulgence, I have 2 final memories to share that happened my senior year, both related to being in student government. First memory, I had been elected student body vice president going into my final year. As that senior fall semester wrapped up, I had a surprise visit before Christmas holidays from the student body president. He came to inform me that he'd flunked out and he wasn't returning in the spring. By default, I became president of student government midway through my senior year. This simply added more meetings to my schedule, which was fine with me, but it also gave me an opportunity to work with the university administrators, which leads to the second memory. The university president, Dr. Billy Jones, requested my presence at his office one morning. Upon arriving, I learned that I would be the student guide that day for President Lyndon B. Johnson, who walked into the room that very moment. The former president was visiting his alma mater, and he wanted to meet students all around campus. Those social hours in the cafeteria and the library, they certainly paid off. I was able to introduce him to just about every student we encountered. But of course, the enrollment at that time was a lot lower than it is today. The lesson I learned from these senior memories is that you never know what tomorrow will bring. You have to be ready to roll with the punches. Sometimes those punches can be pretty exciting. If it were possible, I would love to sit down over a cup of coffee, or even better, a glass of wine, and ask you a lot of questions. But since we can't have that kind of conversation in this setting, I'll ask you some things. You just listen and think about how you would answer my questions. My first question would be, what brought you to Texas State? Each of you has a story to share. Perhaps it's better to say each of you has a backstory. What were you looking for in a college experience? What course of study did you want to pursue? Did your family influence your decision? Did your financial circumstances determine where you were going to go? The list of possible scenarios on what led you here are many. I wish I could hear you answer that question, what brought you to Texas State? So I could ask you the second question. Were your expectations met? While a student, did your direction change at some point, or did you stay the course with your original plan of study? I hope you encountered challenges and struggles along the way as a student. In fact, I hope you've had a few disappointments along the way. If you haven't, I feel for you, because the real world is full of them. Whether or not your expectations in a college experience were met is not really the most important thing. It's how you handled the unexpected things. I hope you've learned to take things in stride and keep plugging away to reach your goals. Now that you have completed the degree you are receiving today, what is next? A job opportunity? Pursuing a higher degree? Our destination unknown? For some of you, knowing what your life's work will be is clear-cut. Others may not know exactly what it is you want to do or what job you seek. It may be a trial and error exercise for you, but with perseverance and dedication, you now have the skills and the knowledge. Be assured you will succeed. Above all, do not allow yourself to be discouraged. Search for what you love and don't lose faith. Steve Jobs made a profound statement when he said, "Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do." If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. When I was in your shoes 50 years ago, Steve Jobs was not around. He might have been 5 or 6 years old about that time. Remarkably, I've actually lived his advice. So I can say it's really good advice. I hope you find what you love, what you have a passion for, and pursue it with gusto. Have the courage to follow your heart and your intuition. A final thought for you. When I reflect on the many paths my working career took me, there is one underlying theme that weaved its way through my life and served me well in whatever I did. It led to wonderful friendships. It led to opportunities. It led to success and accomplishments. And it's something I highly recommend for you in whatever path you take. It may sound easy, but in truth, it's something you must consciously work at. Some of you may have already mastered it. My recommendation is to establish and nourish relationships, healthy relationships, mutual relationships that go both ways. The key word is mutual. Relationships are not one-sided. Relationships, both personal and professional, should be based on mutual sincerity, honesty, genuineness, respect, work ethic, being polite and thoughtful, and being a good listener. There are so many factors that go into building healthy relationships with coworkers, with employers, with your customers or your patients, with your friends, with new acquaintances, with neighbors, with family. You never know what great things can happen in your life when you establish strong, healthy relationships. The best example I can give you is me standing here today. The opportunity to be here at this podium to share my thoughts with you came through a relationship that started when I was a student 50 years ago. So I want to say thank you to Don Flores, who recommended me to the governor's office for appointment to the Texas State University System Board of Regents. Don was 2 years younger when we were students. We met, got acquainted through journalism classes in the shadows of Old Main. And because of another more recent relationship, I stand here again and say thank you, Dr. Trout, for the invitation to speak tonight. And to all of you, I hope you will build strong personal and professional relationships that will lead you to say thank you many, many times in your life experiences, for opportunities, for promotions, for successful endeavors, for happiness. I wish you the very best in your future, and again, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Regent Harrell. And on behalf of Texas State University, we're really very grateful for you sharing those words of wisdom with our graduates. I'd like to present you with a plaque to commemorate this very special occasion. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. There you go. Thank you.
And now, graduates, allow me a few last words as you prepare for your future. Your time as a student here may be finished, but I hope this place will forever feel like home to you. Today, you become alumni. You are in great company of Bobcats who came before you, who are working and thriving in Texas and around the world. I hope your relationship to Texas State will only grow stronger as we continue to engage with you as a member of the Bobcat family. You have my best wishes as you make your impact on our world. Thank you.
In this evening's ceremony, we are recognizing candidates in the Graduate College, the College of Fine Arts and Communication, and the College of Health Professions. We will now begin conferring degrees. Will all of our candidates please stand and remain standing? The academic hood that is worn by recipients of master's degrees includes colored velvet that signifies the degree earned. The special lining in the hood represents the school colors of Texas State University. Worn by some baccalaureate candidates, the maroon and gold solid cords signify academic honors, which is specially noted in the commencement program. Also, crystal medallions worn by these candidates signify the Honors College designation. President Trouth, on behalf of the faculty, the college deans, and Dean of the Graduate College, I am pleased to certify to you that the qualified students have completed all requirements for the various degrees. We recommend that their degrees be conferred.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty, college deans, Dean of the Graduate College, and Provost Bourgeois, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of the Texas State University System and by the State of Texas, I hereby award to you these master's and baccalaureate degrees with all the associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Please be seated. We will now proceed to the diploma presentations for our master's and baccalaureate graduates. Mr. Daniel Schumacher, manager of KTSW radio station and senior lecturer in the School of Journalism and Mass Communication, will serve as our reader. Will the appropriate individuals take their places for the presentations at this time?
Out of respect for the dignity of this commencement ceremony and out of consideration for the comfort and safety of all audience members, we ask that guests refrain from using air horns and other noisemakers during the calling of the graduate names. Also, all graduates and guests are asked to please stay throughout the presentations. We will now recognize graduates receiving master's degrees. Zachary Thomas Hubble. Rita Nicola Lopez Vigil. Jacqueline A. Schenk. Yugona Rose Okafor. Hannah Yoki Gachihi. Kendall Elise Gershbach. Jennifer L. Cox. Carlissa Hamilton. Morgan Cisak. Grace Marie Morton. Tony Danielle Yarlas. Liz Morales Flores. Jeannie Marie Castellino. Teresa Russell Griego. Sean Everett Terry. Robin Ruling Garcia. Sierra A. Norwood. Joshua Robert Thompson. Mandy Hond Facenda. Gabrielle Elise Thornhill. April Lee Hargers. Chelsea Francis Dallas. Carlin Alexa Shaw. Samantha Nicole Gutierrez. Erin Sidney Lavispear. Brianna Michelle Soto. Olufunke Mercy Grace Jinadu. Nathaniel Cody Kamerick. Carissa Joan Mishler. Our final presentation will be to recognize graduates receiving baccalaureate degrees. Taylor Michelle Beanie, cum laude. Madeline Dace. Samantha Ersch. Kristen Lawson. Valerie Nicole Hilliard. Delaney R. Nash, summa cum laude. Giselle Orosio, magna cum laude. Robert Oscar Morris. Brian Tubonini, cum laude. Giselle Marquez. Brittany Frisbee, cum laude. Samantha D. Rogers, summa cum laude. Cameron Deanne Mallard. Justice Graves. Dorian Price. Savannah Silva, summa cum laude. Jose Aviles. Mateus Valandur Carvalho, magna cum laude. Jackson Michael Hicks. Brianna Rivera. Helena Cosme. Denzel A. Narua. Jennifer Fikis. Ben Rodrigue. Allison Hayes, cum laude. Aritza Cavazos, cum laude. Jessica Campbell, summa cum laude. Ariel Gilbert. Valeria Victoria Torrialba Delgado. Danielle B. Kennedy. Sydney Sod. Elva Valle, magna cum laude. Jorge Blas Torres. Kylie Hilliard. Lucas Palmer Phillips. Lindsay Lamoureux, summa cum laude. Exandria Lloyd, summa cum laude. Brian Garcia Tirado. James Julius Berger. Rodney S. Alvarado. Charles Eldridge Adkins. Magali Trejo Martinez. Tanner Carvan. Cheyenne C. Carrasco, summa cum laude. Michaela Christine Long. Dante Jones. Gabriel A. Martinez. Thea Ruiz. Isiwankomen Imwasi. Coy Riggins. Olivia Leanne Smith. David L. McElveen. Taylor Wright, summa cum laude. Price M. Pearson. Jacob Bird. Evan R. Dayton, magna cum laude. Sarah M. Donaldson, magna cum laude. Reese Klusman, magna cum laude. Aurora Hutewall. Faith Margaret Frankie. Kaylee Gabrielle Tresselt. Harrison Metz Webster, cum laude. Talon Bell, cum laude. Cameron Barron. Victoria Renee Drennan, summa cum laude. Minnie C. Buckholtz. Jessica Lynn Moore. Alexis Pettigrew, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Maria de la Garza, cum laude. Dominique Janae Crump, magna cum laude. Kennison Loika, cum laude. Noah J. Oliver. Crystal A. Lopez. Christopher Allen Cruz. Jordan Isaiah Davis, cum laude. Emily Chacon. Veronica Lizarraga, summa cum laude. Eric Vance. Susan Lorraine Cutney. Ashton Thomas. Clayton Ashley, cum laude. Michael Fagan, cum laude. Summer L. Dawson. Amirani G. Escalante Sosa. Ana Moreno. Luis Enrique Gonzalez Aponte. Nicholas Eric Pastrano, magna cum laude. John Moreno. Taylor Wren Carroll, cum laude. Giovanni S. Gilmore. Danielle Armendariz. Elena Ariana Garcia. Courtney Ray Poole. Logan C. Lively. Leah Venable. Monique Lorette, magna cum laude. Channing Nicole Ashcraft. Rebecca Elise Blackstone, summa cum laude. Maria D. Sanchez. Alondra Hernandez. Jennifer Ty. Odell Carson III. Julian A. Amada. Adrian Joseph. Amberly Cheryl White, summa cum laude. Israel Alejandro Medina. Skylar Bryant Scheckschneider, magna cum laude. Kouta Shimizu, magna cum laude. Hannah Gabrielle Purvis, summa cum laude. Meredith Lynn Baki, summa cum laude. Melissa Magliari Cicero, magna cum laude. Emma E. Bauer, magna cum laude. Brian Mara, summa cum laude. Samra Shafiq, magna cum laude. Wade Robert Keel. Jason Richard Schmidt. Brian Delano, summa cum laude. Patrick Clayton Gorman, magna cum laude. Tyler C. Vincleric. Karina Cooper Moniz, magna cum laude. Peyton Nell McIntyre, summa cum laude. Brian K. Golden. Christopher Adam Villalpando. Luis Leon. Caroline Crane, cum laude. Skylar Delaney Daniel, magna cum laude. Dwight Wellens. Scott Adam Sherwood. Ethan Rue Dwyer. Hannah Davey, summa cum laude. Hannah E. Dietrich, magna cum laude. Grace E. Lassiter, summa cum laude. Juan Fernando de Lima Velez. Megan A. Stevenson, cum laude. Ryan Miguel Rocha. Kirti S. Douglas. Sydney Ald. Taylor R. Dixon. Kiara Valenzuela, magna cum laude. Cole W. Yonkers, summa cum laude. Caroline F. Reedy, summa cum laude. Xavier Tristan. Ellie Prager. Colton M. Barrow, magna cum laude. Chloe F. McGuire. Macy L. Green, cum laude. Brianna Nicole Castillo. Sierra Savage, summa cum laude. Morgan Potogil, summa cum laude. Amy K. Gravel, summa cum laude. Kendall Page Pulaski, summa cum laude. Rachel E. Jones, magna cum laude. Leslie M. Watts, cum laude. Sonia Daniela Rodriguez. Fabian Moreno. Ashlyn Teal Trokey, summa cum laude. Megan Wood Rome, cum laude. Shayla Rose, cum laude. Brianna Cardenas. Rhett Patterson. Jonathan Taylor Dodd. Kristen Schiller. Emily Radke. Molly Ann Gonzalez, cum laude. Benjamin Escobedo. Kelsey Elizabeth Miller. Kendall Nodorft. Taylor M. Payne. Teresa Vardaman. Elza Mara Torrens, cum laude. Rihanna Kotick, cum laude. Camilla Nicole Rosario, summa cum laude. Noriel Ghana Brown, cum laude. Jordan Albert De Leon. Lauren Giles. Monica Perez. Raul Martinez, cum laude. Francisco Antonio Escobedo. Eliana Kewish, magna cum laude. Sarah M. Storch, cum laude. Jamesia Janae Woodard, magna cum laude. Megan Elizabeth Miles, summa cum laude. Caitlin Noonan, summa cum laude. Michaela O'Hare. Jordan A. Taylor. Corey McClay Harris. Elizabeth Bissonette. Juan A. Salinas, magna cum laude. Jeff L. Adame. Clayton Mark Kelly. Edmund Roy N. Bakwa. Batuli Nena Jallo. Regine Latavia Batiste. Joseph Edward Herrera, summa cum laude. Ryan Edu Polk, summa cum laude. Heaven Rios. John D. Gonzalez. Michaela M. Stanley, magna cum laude. Carly Alicia Villanueva, magna cum laude. Oliver Leslie Richards. Angel Javier Regoza. Joseph Holden Hernandez. Chad Volkov Kuster, magna cum laude. Aiden B. Valentina Leonor Delgado Muller, cum laude. Emma Marie Shane, cum laude. Imani Camille Wilson. Madison N. Miller, summa cum laude. Athie McGee. Celie Crawford, summa cum laude. Alexandra Glasgow. Elizabeth Virginia Holly, cum laude. Destiny Cherie Galvan. Tori Rael Glass. Shayna B. Davis. Bryn Scott. Alexandria Giselle Alvarez. Emily A. Mendoza. Kelsey Moffett. Lindsay Matula, cum laude. Giselle Jolie Kowalski, magna cum laude. Samantha Ann Searles, summa cum laude. Holly Lauren Harrison, summa cum laude. Jaden Burnett. Yalen Lamoclia Reyes. Travante Bogus. Jasmine M. Matthews, magna cum laude. Megan Ashford, magna cum laude. Valeria Ruelas. William Thomas Miller. Autumn Lynn Anderson. Kirsten L. Moore. Dylan W. Marshall. Stephanie Maddox. Rachel Harland. Darby Joe Lohman. Alexis May Rodriguez, cum laude. Ian Couch. Madeline Johanna Lindholm. Samuel A. Sanchez. Emily H. Tyndall. Catherine Besh. Marissa Camarillo. Michael Isaiah Smith. Caitlin Mackenzie Thrash. Skylar Collins. Jose Veloz. Alexandra Marie Harris. Madison Jeanette Nelson. Delilah Karina Estrada. Jennifer Bragg. Amanda Alvarez. Amanda Longoria. Javier Joaquin Chapa. Davina Renee Suarez. Jordan Scott White. JoBeth Lorraine Medina. Edgar Espinoza. Aaron Melchor, summa cum laude. Jalen Charlize Beck. Chantal Leslie, summa cum laude. Melody Jean Barone, summa cum laude. Violet Mariah Matuk, magna cum laude. Samantha R. Kaiser. Autumn N. Jones. Macy Galat, cum laude. Emily Victoria Garza. Stanley Chow Chang. Avery Jordan Perry. Sierra Perez. Megan A. McCabe, cum laude. Brianna Shirley Ann Curry. Chelsea Martinez. Asia Marie Alcala. Spencer Andrew Crittenden. Christopher B. Thomas. Carol Ann Montelongo. Carl Foley, summa cum laude. Annette Essler. Ashlyn R. Martinez, Nicholas James Rendell, Joseph Edward Ponder, Michaelin Hayslip, magna cum laude, Kylie Jean Palmer, cum laude, Kim Rios, Lauren Daly, Olivia Ann Skipworth, summa cum laude, Caitlin Ann Connors, summa cum laude, Terrell Callan Troxler, Hayden Mosley, Caitlin N. McGallagher, summa cum laude, Brianna Martinez, cum laude, Andrea Denise Martinez, cum laude, Emily H. Chandler, summa cum laude, Gustavo Alejandro Vasquez Rivera, Ariana Janae Jefferson, cum laude, Shannon D. O'Neill, Treviant Winfrey, Noah David Prothrow, magna cum laude, Alfredo Miguel Palacios, cum laude, Callista M. Eskew, Breslin Gronig, Destiny L. Fuller, cum laude, Francisco Javier de la Rosa, Chloe Valles, Andre V. Din, Isaac J. Fernandez, Ulises Chavez, Karina Andrea Cruz, Juan Garcia Marino, cum laude, Kelly Ann Cohorst, cum laude, Zachary D. Shopey, magna cum laude, Kyra Gabrielle Villela, magna cum laude, John Patterson, Evan Davis Stewart, magna cum laude, Valerie E. Green, Sabrina Nicole Macias, Mary Barnes, Helly Thibodeau, Paige Elizabeth Keenan, cum laude, India Mack, Colin J. Brown, Alexis M. Hernandez, Lisette Sandoval Perez, magna cum laude, Zachary Quinton Birch, Rihanna L. King, Cherish Londe Bradley, magna cum laude, Colleen B. Kemp, Natalia Alexis Melian, Jose A. Ramirez, summa cum laude, Abby Elise Allen, magna cum laude, Sky L. Wemigwans, Camille Cumby, Laura Ann Harris, Brooke Bowdler, Serena Zai, Ilse Maite Mascoro, summa cum laude, John Matthew Cannon, Monica Quintana, Anthony Chase Garza, Fernando Martinez, Ethan Yannick Hamilton, cum laude, Vianney Garcia, Tristan S. Murdoch, Edward Rivas, Matthew Jacob Whips. Jazz L. Ovalles, cum laude. Erica Lanice Thompson. Sarah Elizabeth Barajas, magna cum laude. Lily Ann Taylor, magna cum laude. Alyssa Renee Leal. Adrian Montelongo. Joshua David Elijah Sanchez. Allison Sullivan. Dana Hernandez. J.C. Hernandez. Yvette Logan. Christina Wynn. Anna Leah Kaiser. Amy Baez. Reagan Nicole Ellis, summa cum laude. Jorge Noe Briones Santos. Daniela Dunman, summa cum laude. Chelsea Bates. Abrehe Kasai. Brianna Marie Silva. Deandra Gonzalez. Caitlin Christine Goodrum. Miracle Leveston. Karen Valencia. Maliza Miyako Matthews. Chase T. McDonald. Dora Elia de la Cruz. Dejon Williams. William Washington. Kara Eberly. Callie Mariah Velasquez. Aaron Serrano, summa cum laude. Celeste Delgado. Brett May. Emetherio Quintero. Reagan E. Root. Dexter Aniaquena. McKenna L. Fairbanks. Dominique Simpson. Clarissa Reyes, cum laude. Pei-Chin Jiang. Reagan Simone Leslie. Giovanni Palacios. Brianna Ford. Will all of the graduates please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate these graduates. Please be seated.
All right. Now that most of you actually stopped on the footsteps down here to get your picture taken, a few of you didn't. You wanted to keep moving along until you finally got your picture taken back there, but that's okay. You're fine arts and communication students. Oh, Lord. All right, graduates. Those of you, they may have been health professions students, John, I agree. Those of you with Texas State rings, will you please hold them up? At this time, you may now turn your Texas State ring facing outward, symbolizing the completion of your degree here at Texas State University. And now, I invite all of you to participate in another time-honored tradition. Graduates, as a symbol of your new academic status, please move the tassel from the right side of your cap to the left. Congratulations. We want to express our appreciation to our School of Music students, Miss Alexis Alvarado and Mr. James Adamson, the Texas State Ceremonial Brass Ensemble led by Director of Bands, Dr. Carolyn Beatty, and Vocal Libre led by Mr. Craig Ahmet for their outstanding video performances. Thank you. And please join me in showing appreciation tonight for our interpreters, Miss Emily Wheat and Mr. Tyrone Rains. I would also like to thank Mr. Dale Charles Blassingame, Assistant Professor of Practice in the School of Journalism and Mass Communication and Secretary of our Faculty Senate, who served as our May Sparer today. Thank you very much. Finally, I would like to thank the entire commencement team and all of our law enforcement and EMS personnel who assisted us here today. Thank you all very, very much. So for one last final time, would our graduates and the faculty and staff who educated these graduates please stand and remain standing? And I suspect there are a few, if not even many, parents, in addition to spouses, partners, children, grandparents, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins, and other family and friends who have supported and encouraged these graduates. Would you all please stand and remain standing too? Would you all please join me in welcoming Texas State's newest alumni? Congratulations, graduates. As we close our ceremony, will you all please join us in singing the Texas State alma mater? Our student government president, Mr. Andrew Grice, will lead us with the Heart of Texas State hand sign. You'll find the words for our song inside the back cover of your program and on the video screens in front of you. Graduates, following the alma mater, commencement staff will direct you to exit row by row using the staircase behind you. There you may join your family and friends outside the arena. So, thank you all of you for your attendance. Mr. Grice.
altar set upon the green hills, with turrets pointing upward to the sky. We yield to thee our love and our devotion, Mother of hopes and aspirations high.
Thy spirit urges us to deeds of valor, raising the fallen, cheering the oppressed. Thy call will echo clearly down the ages, dear alma mater, mother loved, God blessed.